Alright, welcome back guys to some more Witcher 3, and we are just going to continue where we left off last time, and I don't really like leaving it like midway in missions, but if we're coming towards the end of the video last time, and like I've said before, I only can do up to an hour. So what we need to do right now is look for the unicorn in the clearing in the palace gardens. So let's go and do that. What I've just found out as well, what I've just seen is there's like some really good looking new games coming out to the PlayStation. There's the new Avengers game, which looks really good. There's so many new games that are coming out that have been shown at E3, showcased at E3 this year that look amazing. I can't wait. I'll do a lot of them on my channel as well. New Destiny 2 DLC, can't wait for that. I need to do the ones before there as well. Oh, unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work, or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
I'm a Witcher. Aww. Careful there! Oh, god damn it. Fire would have worked. Ah! Right, looks like we're gonna have to chase it. Oh wait, I can use Axii, can't I? Axii, yeah. Influences the opponent's mind. Would that work?
Come on, stay calm.
Would that work? Yes!
Easy now.
What's this?
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is. Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Didn't break any rules. Oh yeah, we'll use Axii now.
Rules.
True, he won fair and square.
We were unlucky, that's all. We must try to grab the next clue.
Gardens are huge. You better
Alright.
move on horseback.
Alright, I can use the unicorn. Right, now we need to retrieve the golden fish from the pond.
Faster.
Come on. Well, yeah, this DLC so far, guys, is amazing. I love it so much.
Let's go.
And there's so much more I need to do as well.
Fish should be easy to spot.
So I need to go in. Alright.
What the blazes?
Did someone just dive in the water?
Someone just dive in the water!
Who is that man?
It will not do.
Unless I need to go under and have a look for him. Alright. Someone just dive in the water! Is it? No, that's Conda. No, oh, for God's sake. Is this it? Oh my god. It says it's above. Oh, over here. Cause I can hold my breath so long. I mean, I can hold my breath underwater, like in real life, for quite long, but not that long. But he's a Witcher, so he gets away with it. Oh shit, quick. Quick! Oh, I've done it. I didn't even have to search it.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Not for you, bitch.
Why, you bomb-botched wretch!
He's ruined the game. Shut up, you whiner. Meet the Duchess to assemble the clues and learn where Milton is hiding. Alright. But yeah, the last part was a live stream, and now from now on it's gonna be mainly videos. I did a live stream to start off the Hearts of Stone DLC as well. But I ended it like midway through a mission because it was getting quite late, and I did the live stream for like an hour and a half or something like that, I think. Here we go.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
Just get a drink.
Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
How do I know what it says? In a cave.
Groans, hollows. Could be a cave, I guess.
Now that's just silly. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease, the letters that is, we get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads hard cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Alright. Let's go, Mario. Oh, level 40, nice.
Wait here.
Oh, this looks creepy. Oh my god. Jesus, Geralt.
What was that?
How the hell am I gonna get across there? Bloody hell, Geralt. Jesus Christ, I didn't know you were this good. God, they've made so much effort into this DLC, it's amazing. Unbelievable. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna be hiding in here. I bet he's gonna be above or something. Gonna jump down on me and chew me brains out. 'Cause he's a vampire. Hello, housekeeping.
I'm here.
Saving Chase, you don't normally tell.
It's dead, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
It don't matter what. It's not about me. It's about you.
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've got one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
Oh shit. Oh, that is scary. Oh, what? No! Jesus Christ, he comes pretty quick. I won't do it, will it? I haven't done any damage yet. I'll use Ignite. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. This is crazy. I need to repair my other sword, but I'm not using the left one. Only using the right one. Jesus Christ. He's so deadly. I've got 28 cow's milk, will that do good? I'm never gonna do it this rate, look how slow it's going down. Jesus Christ, he's crazy! No, what? No! Am I dead? Wait, what? No. Oh, what? Oh, I thought I died. Whoa!
You were to stay where you were.
Oh, someone's come to protect me.
I know you're in trouble. I can help. I'll help myself. No, he's my friend.
Oh my god.
Yes,
1 second, guys.
Me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one night since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Huh. Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct, his tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him, immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I'd makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged. Good sirs, we must allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
Sir! Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you. Thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Do be best.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. I just had to go up phone for a sec. But I still listen to some of this, like, to say that Yennefer sent me a letter, that could show that she's somewhere in the DLC. That little lad that came over and gave me it, I had to give him a 5 coin tip. Little cute boy. Wait, which way am I going here? Meet Regis at Miri Lachis Longu. Come on in cemetery, alright. Yeah, I'm going the right way, right. I'm not another call, sorry about this.
Even a fairy tale that she like Toussaint.
These knights of ours should turn their attentions to the Vanterkills, not parade about in tourneys.
God, how many bloody calls am I getting? Like, this is crazy. I had 2 calls. One call I was on for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then that one. Oh well, I'm still playing. I did freeze a little bit earlier after fighting that vampire, but that vampire were crazy. Honestly, I thought I was dead.
And what do you get for all that work?
How far am I going here? Why don't I just use Rich? I'm not that far anyway, it's not that bad. This map's so big. Look how big this map is. And this is like 3/4 of the base game map. Jesus, that's so big. They've done a lot in this DLC, and I'm only on my second part. It's crazy. Got a fast travel there.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some
Oh,
other
god
place
damn
to
it.
meet.
Hey, what the hell is that? The hell are they? Oh yes, we got it. Got goal. Is that it? Jesus Christ. I don't want to look at that. How many? Ow. There we go. Look how many. Alright. How can you live here? Well, why does that live? What? I mean, how come... Like, it's in a cemetery and all that's happening.
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Find a way into the crypt. Alright. Oh wait, what's this? Gold plate. I'll just jump in. Ah! I hope there's only one. Oh, there's more. Jesus, they do some rate damage. We're getting more space. Jesus Christ. Right, let me meditate so that I've got full health back. God, that's crazy. What are all these? Oh no, they so they can't spawn. Right, I need to get rid of these then.
That's some stench.
There we go. Oh my god! I'm not. No, I'm not fighting that. F that. What's down here? Oh, this is just another way to get. Is anything down here? Ooh.
Something here.
Oh.
Where's the artifact Kira gave me?
What?
Interesting.
Is the loot here? Oh yes, there is. Yes. Nice. Wait, what is this sword then? How much damage is this? I can't get it till level 41. I need to repair. 40%. I need to repair that one. The one that I use. Alright. My, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
Hey, you dirty man! Jerkin is a vampire. He can do this sort of stuff. Not doing what I think you're doing, are you? Over it? Nah, I'm joking. That's a bit too much. Get a drink of Pepsi Max.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
What do you want to use the hand for?
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
And the ring, what's its provenance?
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Brew the decoration.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago.
I won't have to go that far, would I?
Kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Alright. What's happened? Don't know why I made that noise. Sorry about that. A crow.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
I'll just say I've got a lot of secrets.
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
They're almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
What's it like being dead? I want to know
ask
that.
you the big question, one everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Dettlaff, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
I want to know where he's been as well.
Can't have
Let's
been
ask him
alive
that.
then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar.
Okay.
You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
I want to know where he's been. What he's been doing.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Dettlaff bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cirilla?
Yeah, I did actually.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back, defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time.
Did I see him
about you now?
In the base game? Did I? We'll ask him that.
Alright, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt.
Ah.
Cruel parsimony, I'd say. But I shall do my best to make it count.
Alright.
If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
Oh. Honestly, I'd be a Witcher still, you know.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a Witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a Witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
It's taking a long time. Doing it. Is that it? What did it say?
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
I appreciate the compliment.
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites.
Sure.
For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
What's this about a curse?
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the White's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Know anything else about this White?
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Alright, time to visit the White.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that White. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the White will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the White to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Alright, goodbye. Alright, oh, I'm so tired. So, we need to look for the White's lair, read about the spotted Whites. We'll quickly do that. Whereabouts is it? Here we go. The best defense against spotted whites. Stay calm and leave them alone. Fragment of a treatise on spotted whites by Roderick Gilligan. Spotted whites were suspicious of white which the witches drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin and owed their names to their numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted whites would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domicilies. Why can I never say that word? Domicilies, or whatever that's called. There they would indulge in their greatest passion, creating brews from their own emissions. When not disturbed, spotted whites would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed. In the colder months, or when faced with an unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. Even during their active periods, it said, the witches found a surefire way of besting them, based around careful casting of the Yerden sign, or at least so claims Witcher lore. So it's vulnerable against the necrophage oil, Ignis sign, and then Yerden sign. Alright, this seems interesting, to be fair. Let me just go over the ones that I've seen so it doesn't show up as new. But yeah, these whites seem interesting. I can't wait to see them. And I'm just gonna see them. I'm just gonna go and do the rest of that mission in the next part. Let me just sort out any of my stuff in my inventory. And we'll look at what else I've got to do in my quests as well. Old map of Tucson. Well, that's cool. We got that earlier. But this part's been quite good, guys. Almost level 41. Alright, so we've got this one. We've just read that. Secondary. I feel like we're going to do the White Swan next, and then we might move on to some secondary missions. There's also No Place Like Home, which I really want to do. I'll do that in maybe like the 4th or 5th part. So we've got quite a lot of secondary missions to do. Then we've got one Witcher contract so far. So yeah, we're gonna stick to the main missions first, and then we'll move on to. Well, we're not gonna do all the main missions first. We'll do some of the secondary missions every now and again, as well as the main missions, and then we should get treasure hunts as well soon, which will be good. Some of these I'm gonna do off video because I don't really want to do any of them in the Blood and Wine DLC. But yeah, it's been really good, this DLC, honestly. I feel like it's a lot more in-depth and more... I don't know, I feel like a lot more bosses pop up than Hearts of Stone. Like, we've already gone against 3 or 4 bosses. So we went against the big beast in the... when we first came to Toussaint. Then we went against another beast, I'm pretty sure. We went against the Bruxa. Then that vampire, but we didn't really kill it. And then whatever else. But yeah, it's been really good. I'm going to continue looking for the White Slayer in the next part. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next part. Goodbye.